Thank you, Julia. So my name is Avihai Ben-Yossef. I'm one of the co-founders and the CTO here in Cymulate. And today I'm going to talk to you about continuous security validation in times of crisis, of course, but basically anytime, because anytime it's important to continuously validate, how secure are you? And this is where I'd like to introduce you to my company called Cymulate, which is a breach and attack simulation platform. It's SaaS-based, which means that it's accessible 24/7. And it actually allows to continuously validate that your security controls are actually blocking the latest threats out there, that your infrastructure is well configured to deny different kind of attacks. And this is exactly where our platform comes into place. And this leads me to the first slide that I would like to kind of show is where we can actually give different kind of capabilities to both of the teams inside the organization, both of the security teams. So first it will be the blue team as the actual team that is there to make sure the defenses are in the right place, their defenses are configured in the right way, and we can actually enhance their capabilities to make sure that they have more than just the way to block different kind of attacks, but they can actually have a way to validate those attacks are actually blocked. The security controls are well configured, the right alerts are being triggered to the right detections. And this is where we can actually help out. And there's also the red team where we will definitely help out by giving them more frameworks and more tools and more automation so they will be able to actually craft different kind of full kill chain scenarios, simulate full APTs the way they like it, and maybe create their own customized one, and also give them a way to have the abilities to make their time with a lot less effort. So having said that, we are actually going inside and focusing on different kind of places where you want to simulate to validate how secure are you from your infrastructure, which can be on-prem or cloud-based. It can be your security control. So you're deploying different kind of security control, security products. You want to understand how well are they actually protecting my organization from different kind of attacks. Your employees, they are also can be, different kind of the weakest link in the chain, as I like to call it. And what you want to understand how aware are they for different kind of phishing-based attacks. And also, intelligence, because at the end of the day, there is a lot that attackers might know about you that you might not know that they actually know all of this stuff. So it can be leaked password that got online, or email addresses that got compromised and can be used by attackers. And there is different kind of information that attackers can collect to make their life a lot easier when they want to attack an organization. But it's not only about what we can do. Cymulate as a breach and attack simulation platform. It's also about your security ecosystem, because at the end of the day, you want to integrate with your different solution. It's currently an ecosystem, not just one security product that controls it all. So we also offer different kind of integrations to SOAR solutions, SOC automation, SIMs, EDRs, vulnerability scanners, we can simulate different kind of attacks. And with an integration to the vulnerability scanners, we can actually correlate the results to give you a better picture of how secure are you. And at the end of the day, there is the outcome. So what do you get from that? So it can be, quantifiable metrics, KPIs, technological results. So you can actually get mitigation, remediation, and remediation, recommendations. So what you want to do next in order to actually create maybe different kind of procedure to make sure your organization is safer than it used to be. So having said that, jumping to my next slide, this is how we've actually implemented the different, that use case that I've actually just now explained. So we start off with recon. So trying to get as much as info as we can about the organization, trying to understand, what are, where are those exposed to the services that you got online, which kind of password got leaked, and then we can, of course, use them as we go. And once we kind of go inside, we can see that we can test the email gateway. So basically answering the question, if somebody wants to send an email with a malware to one of your employees, will your email gateway block it? Same with web gateway. If users are browsing the web, going online, can they download the malware? Can they go to a phishing website, and will your web gateway actually protect it? And of course, one of the third, we'll say, penetration vector as kind of the, maybe again, a very common one would be web applications. So if you got web applications, then they're protected by a security control, the web application firewall, that should actually block, malicious requests when they are being sent to the web application. And you want to understand, whether or not your web application firewall is actually doing its job right, blocking those requests. Going inside, so if I've already known, on the email gateway, we can test out if somebody can send out a malicious email. On the phishing, we want to understand who is more likely going to click on it. And this will lead me to the next one, which is endpoint. So if somebody actually got an email with some social engineering and a malware bypassed your email gateway, will your endpoint security will be that next layer of defense to actually block that malicious activity. And this will lead me to the next one, which is lateral movement. So once we've got in and we've tested that, and we've tested your endpoint and actually shown you how can we stay in, lateral movement will also give us the idea of how could we have pivot inside the network. How far could we have gone? Could we have reached your crown jewels? And at the last stage, that will be data exfiltration. So once I've shown you all of that, exfiltrating the data back home will be the next stage. And all of them are following the full kill chain, from initial foothold, as I explained, to network and propagation, and to actionable objectives. So to sum up, we are, during those times of crisis, we want to be helpful here in the market, and we already offered some free usage of our platform. So a couple of our modules are free of charge for 2 weeks. We're going to give it, if somebody definitely will be helpful to sign up and use that for 2 weeks. We also give 2 months of immediate threat intelligence, which is also getting the intelligence of what's going on around the world, which kind of malicious activity is going around, and of course the simulations of it, that you can test out your security infrastructure and posture. And also a part of that will be using one of Cymulate's experts that will walk you through using the product, using the simulation, remediating the different kind of results you get from the product, and actually helping you work your way around the different kind of, I would say, security exposure during these time of crisis. So happy to suggest, and we'll happy to follow up with anybody that likes to. That was me. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.